This is Coffee with God, and I am Father Jose. Let us begin this day with the Word of God and a short reflection.
A reading from the book of John, chapter 1, verses 1 to 4. The passage is taken from the Message version of the Bible. From the very first day we were there, taking it all in, we heard it with our own ears, saw it with our own eyes, verified it with our own hands. The word of life appeared right before our eyes. We saw it happen. And now we're telling you in the most sober prose that what we witnessed was incredibly this. The infinite life of God Himself took shape before us. We saw it, we heard it, and now we're telling you so you can experience it along with us. This experience of communion with the Father and His Son, Jesus Christ. Our motive for writing is simply this. We want you to enjoy this too. Your joy will double our joy. The word of the Lord.
Reflections on the first letter of St. John, chapter 1, verses 1 to 4. Today, on the feast of St. John, Apostle and Evangelist, we begin reading from the first letter of John and will continue to read from it until early January. Today's reading of the first 4 verses form an introduction to the letter. From the early days of the church, there were those who could not accept that the Son of God could have taken a genuinely human body. They held that the humanity of Jesus could only be a mirage, an appearance. To be fully united with God meant to withdraw as much as possible from everything of this world. They considered human body was evil. Salvation for them was to escape from the body. These people denied the true humanity of Jesus and said that Christ only seemed to have a human body, but not in reality. Some others held the view that the divinity of Christ joined the man Jesus at baptism and left him before he died. The opening words of the first letter of John is an answer to such confusions that were doing rounds in the community. Both the Gospel and the letters of John provide a total rejection of such misconceptions. In his prologue to the Gospel, he says, "The Word was made flesh." He fully entered into our material condition, blessed it and sanctified it. And in today's first reading, he stresses on his contact with the real bodily Jesus through the opening verse. This is what has existed since the beginning, what we have heard, we have seen with our own eyes, that we have touched with our hands. The Word who is life. And it is this physical, truly human, touchable Jesus that the church proclaims. After the resurrection, Jesus invites the skeptical Thomas to touch and feel him. Put your finger here and look at my hands. Stretch out your hand and put it in my side. Today's passage presents the apostles' witness to the fleshiness and the touchability of the Jesus they knew. In the best sense of the words, Jesus was a real man. The Eucharist is an occasion for us to touch and experience the same Jesus, and then Jesus teaches us to experience Him in the lives of the poor, the needy. Let us learn to touch Him and experience Him.